a great call. It was a referral from a friend who really is almost more like family. I work with her husband a lot because he is a roofer, but he was also one of my first investor clients. And we've had a really great relationship. And so the fact that his wife would even trust to call me to refer her family, that really just says a lot. Relationships are absolutely key in this business. If you're not working to establish relationships, you're really going to be dead before you even get started. Real estate is really a personal thing, so if you make connections with people, those connections go very far. So I'm excited, and I'll let you guys know what happens after we have our first conference call on Sunday. As you can see, just by the sheer vertical height of the buildings, this is that downtown area. One of the things that's happening down here is there are tremendous amounts of construction projects going on. They're really just like apartment buildings. These aren't going to be, they're going to be rentals, and they're going to be high-end rentals. And why is that happening in the downtown Atlanta area? Georgia has some really great incentives for people who are willing to move their corporations to the Atlanta area. So a lot of corporations are coming and building, and where are all the employees going to go, right? So because those employees have to have housing, and it might not be immediate, like let me go ahead and buy a house as soon as I relocate. I may want to settle for a little bit, and because I want to settle for a little bit, that means that I just need an apartment. I don't need a whole house. So these people are paying high-end rents, and their rental, lease, whatever you want to call it. But the beautiful new construction buildings, they're all very small. But what's so crazy is where a rental for like a, let's just say a 2-bedroom apartment in walking distance to your job with that whole walkability factor that people love, that's great. But you're paying $2,500, $2,700 a month for an apartment. And where that might be commonplace and even cheap in places like New York or San Francisco or Boston, in the Georgia metropolitan Atlanta area, that is extremely expensive. The other thing that's happening, which is so exciting, I actually pulled over right now just so you could see. If you take a look around right now, we're going to do a pan shot, and you see all of these white trucks and these cones and these no parking signs, and across the street right over here, I don't know if you can see him, but there's a police officer, and he has on one of those green, it's sort of like emergency vests. What is happening is this, you guys, somewhere around here is actually a movie being filmed. You see those white trucks, those are like wardrobe trucks, and they're food trucks and production trucks. And so that's what's happening in Atlanta. The movie industry is huge here. If you're looking to relocate to Atlanta and try to break it into the movie business, this is a really great time to come. So just something else, just some insight into what's happening in the Atlanta metro area.
Please drive inside.
Okay. Home sweet home. Yay! Very exciting. Very exciting. We're going to go in here, and we are representing the seller side, but we're going to meet with the buyers today. They're going to be signing all their paperwork and getting these, their keys, and our
seller is an investor, so they've already done their closing. So they actually closed before the actual buyers. So we're on our way.
Hey, Chris Boddicker.
Nice to meet you, Chris. I'm Melanie Fields. I'm representing the seller side. This is Shayna. She's with Savvy Consultant.
Okay.
She does our social media. So
Awesome.
if anybody has any aversions to being filmed, or this is a great PR moment for a lot of people. So feel free. We're just going to sit here and be quiet.
All right, we got started a little while ago.
Okay, great. Really wanted to cut a big, giant, united flag.
That would have been amazing.
No.
That's what he wants to do on every house. Put a huge flag and say no.
Right.
No.
Right. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We are so excited.
House, it is beautiful.
Thank you.
First of all, what drew you to a mid-century modern home?
I have always loved mid-century modern.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
The clean lines,
Yes.
lots of light, the high ceilings. So we walked in and it was absolutely perfect for
Right?
us. Yeah.
And so we want to give a shout out real quick to Milton Miller with Milton Miller Designs, because he did the staging. And I thought
very nice. That's
right.
perfect.
I thought the staging really showed the house well.
Absolutely, and exactly what you could do with it.
Yes, it
Yeah.
just gave you an idea and concept. So we're very excited that you're buying in this neighborhood. So she's buying in the Southwest Atlanta community, right on the inside of 285. And why we're so excited about this is because this is a young woman who is a business owner. She owns Hodgepodge Coffee. And we're so excited to share that she actually has 2 locations. She only had one, and then some. I saw the car when the car.
Yes,
oh my
yes,
God! A car
yes.
ran into the front of her building.
Yes.
It
Super
was,
Bowl weekend.
oh, it
Yeah.
was devastating.
Yeah.
And she turned that all around and parlayed that into not one but 2 locations.
Yeah.
So where are you located?
So we're located East Atlanta,
Okay.
right off of Moreland, and actually Reynoldstown, right off of Moreland.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there any thought to opening one in the Cascade Retail Corridor?
Oh, I've actually been offered to open over there.
Sure.
The project was going to be like a co-working space, and they wanted us to be, a part of that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'm always open.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
both follow up on that, right?
Okay.
So maybe we can talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
Because one of the things that I love about the Cascade community is there are a lot of business owners, and we seem to support each other well.
Nice.
So I look forward to supporting you in that. But I do want you to know that I knew about your coffee shop because I sold over some building, some new construction over in the Elmwood Park area.
Oh, okay.
So I've actually been in your coffee
Oh,
shop.
very
Didn't know
nice.
you were the owner. When I found that out, I was like, oh! So I'm super excited. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Again, on your house and
Thank
your
you.
2 locations. Please make sure that you support Crystal and her business, Hodgepodge Cafe. Again, that's in East Atlanta and Reynoldstown. Look it up, Google it. It's a for real business, so you can do all of that. And we are so happy to have her into the Cascade Corridor community. And thank you so much, 20 West Realty. Once more, we're out.